Dun, 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 dun. Hey, welcome to Eat Your Backyard, my YouTube channel where I talk about all kinds of edible plants and landscaping, tropical ornamentals, and the such. This is a Bismarck palm, and this is part of a series I call Walk and Talk, Walking and Talking, or something like that. Call it whatever you want. The point is that in these videos I just walk around and talk about things that are happening in my neighborhood, and it turns out there's a lot of cool things happening, like this awesome gigantic Bismarck palm, which is getting ready to produce seed pods. Look at that. Man, that is so cool. I want to grow one, but I just don't know if I can commit to it. Let's see what else we've got going on. There's some shrubs that are planted up tightly to the side of the house. That's usually a real tough thing to do, but you can tell these folks are all about keeping them trimmed, which is actually pretty nice. They keep it trimmed with the brick line there. You know, they get a little sparse though. That's why I'd recommend just putting the line of them off about, maybe plant them about 3-4 feet out, and then extend the edge of the bed that far out as well. Probably is going to end up working out better in the long run, but they do actually, you know, it looks like they're very disciplined in how they keep it trimmed, so very nice. Oh, there's a Dracaena growing. That's kind of interesting. Tightly trimmed Dracaena. Schefflera that we've let grow very tall. Cool plant for sure. Just a very brittle wood. I don't know if I'd plant it in between those houses, but so be it. Ah, look, here we go. Beware of the dog. Also, beware of the bamboo. That is, yeah, what is that? I think that's Old Hammy. I'm gonna go with Old Hammy. Either that or vulgaris. I think it's all the way it's tilting over. Yeah, it's the vulgaris. That's not Old Hammy. Okay, so this is a timber bamboo. Gets very big. And some people say, hey, I could use it as a fence, or I could plant it next to the fence. Problem is, not a fence. And the reason why we want to kind of be aware of it is because here's what happens. I got shoots growing where maybe we don't want shoots to be. Oh, you can easily just cut those shoots off, but it becomes very quickly a process of battling the bamboo. But who can deny it is super cool to look at. In its full size, it will get roughly 3 times as tall as this. It won't here because the sea breeze is going to beat it back. But it'll get very tall and look actually really cool. But it just becomes a thing you got to maintain, and that's not for everybody. Now, wow, frangipani. Are you kidding me? That's incredible. Look at this white frangipani. It's a constant theme in my videos, frangipani madness. They're everywhere where I live. It's probably 300 different types. Some people go overboard. I don't think this is overboard. I think that's really cool. And right behind it, oh, interesting. Right behind it, a beautiful papaya. Now, it doesn't look like that papaya is really in the fruiting stage, but that looks pretty darn healthy, and I bet you it will fruit. That's a female. All 3 of those are females, which means they're all going to give fruit. That's pretty cool, and that's a great location for it too, since we don't have a power line or anything running through the back of the yard. Just looking really nice. All right, let's see what else we got here. Ah, this is another one of my favorites. This house, they put beautiful, they do a job on this elm tree every year. They run, I mean, it's incredible. They run Christmas lights around each one of those branches, all way high up in the tree, so they outline the entire structure of the tree in these bright Christmas lights, and it just looks incredible. But this is an example of an elm tree which has been trimmed in a way that really just lets it spread out and show what it can do in its full size. Another way to deal with this tree is to make it very condensed and packed in. You know, that's also a good way to go. You kind of have to commit one way or the other. If you go halfway between the let it spread out and keep it contained, that's where I think it tends to look not that great. There's a Schefflera, giant Schefflera right next to the house now. No doubt super cool to look at. Look at those antlers of seed pods. The bright red. Again, something out of a science fiction movie, perhaps. Issue is, very brittle. Tons of ants love to live in there. Different ants like to live there. And it's going to drop about 1 million leaves. So I had one. I did this for years. where I had this exact same situation right on the corner of my house, and I eventually got rid of it, like I'm sure they probably will here. Each one of those seeds that come out of this seed pod is going to produce a little Chevalier plant if it hits the right situation, and you know, that's also a bummer. It grows pretty fast. They're easy to get rid of and pull out, but you know, it just is what it is. You got to decide if that's what you want to get involved with. I still think it looks really cool. Oh, it looks like, you know, that's cool. He started a little miniature elm tree here. Maybe do the same kind of thing as this one. Look at that structure. Really cool. The elm tree. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, that's kind of cool. He's holding up the tree with a string. All right. Oh boy. The Norfolk pine. Wow. What a beauty. Now, I can only maintain that kind of deal for so long, because once a big hurricane comes, that thing's going to snap for sure. You can see in my neighborhood what stands above the rest. The Norfolk pine does every time. But they are just stunning and beautiful. No doubt about it. And this house in particular really has a cool, mature, tall group of trees, which I like. There's a gigantic coconut tree. Look at those coconuts. That's a tough one to get up and get those coconuts. And as they come down, hopefully they don't hit that roof. It's going to leave a mark. Let's go check this out. I always like to see people go ahead and just commit to some edibles. And they did here. You know what that is? That's a mulberry tree. If you want to grow a mulberry tree, this would be a very good one to ask for a cutting, stick it in the ground, and it will grow. Look at the size of these leaves. Are you kidding? That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I don't see really any mulberries on it, but beautiful. They've even got a swing. Well done. Swing. Oh, look at that. Back there. See? The mulberry tree is so massive that this triangle palm is just completely, you're over it. It's not going to really do anything at this point because everything's being shaded out. Really nice. Shade is at a premium around here. It's tough to get it, and when you have it, you appreciate it, even if it's from a massive mulberry tree. Very cool. Oh, look at these seed pods. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful palm tree. And then another smaller coconut tree. I think that's a green coconut, so that's a big one. Really big one. It's probably going to get super tall. On the Bismarck palm. Very nice. Of course, right up to the sky with the Norfolk pine. So, pretty cool. Hey, if you like these kinds of videos, don't forget to subscribe to Eat Your Backyard. I'm going to keep making them, and I'm hoping you're going to keep watching them. We're up to almost 10,000 subscribers now. And I just want to say, thanks for watching Eat Your Backyard. Don't forget to like it if you like it.